still, hey, wouldn't have no time, nigga. I wouldn't have no time. Shit is getting... Ayo, it's the MOE at that show. What's poppin', everybody? Welcome to another installment of Dope Hangouts. I go by the name of Simo from Mo Media, where no one's got us like us, man. You can call me Simo, a.k.a. you can call me the Black Samurai, a.k.a. you can call me I Chime In. What the haven't you people ever heard of? Closing the goddamn door. No, it's much better to face these kinds of things with a sense of poise and rationality. Whew. And I got Kuriga in the building this Wednesday.
What's good, everybody? I hope y'all out there staying blessed. And let's get into some profound discussion today. Let's get it.
Let's do it. We got an amazing show for you guys today, right?
Yes, sir.
Woo. Man, it's going to be a show where I kind of want to start off the show by taking it back to the first episode here, where it was News Will Forget Next Week, just mainly where I talk about cancel culture, how positive it was, and how toxic it can be, how dangerous cancel culture can be if the users decide to attack a certain person and just take them down, destroy their reputation, and destroy their source of income. But also, after that, we're going to get into a piece of the show. I'm kind of afraid to call this News or Forget Next Week, as we always finish off the show with those tweets. But we got a plethora of tweets to read off today. There's too many. And it's all about the Dave Chappelle, the closer on Netflix controversy. He's got some comments regarding, of course, the baby. That's a sidebar. But the main thing we really want to focus on is the comments regarding the LGBTQ community.
Yep.
And about what he had to say. And we're going to play the clip and we're going to just discuss with you. Everyone that's tuning in live right now, yes, we want you to go ahead and please call in. Let's have a chat. Let's have a conversation, because there's a lot of things that I don't know about the conversation. A lot of things Kuriga may not know either about the conversation, and want you guys just to put us on, and also just give your thoughts, give your 2 cents on the topic at hand of Dave Chappelle, of whether he should be affected by cancel culture. Netflix already says that he's not going to be canceled. The show, at least, is not going to be taken down. So I just want to know what you have to say. Please, I advise all my trans people, my queer friends, to call in. Let's get back to the phone number, right? What's the phone number off the top of my head? Let me get back to it.
I can get it for you.
I made a post on my Instagram. You can follow me at FirstPickCEE personal page, and at MOEX Media is where you can holla at me. Where can they find you, Kuriga?
Oh, yeah, you can find me at XCARIGA. The X is silent for Kuriga. Tap in with me everywhere. Google it. I'm there. I promise. I got your number for you, bro.
All right. Go ahead and let people know the number to call in, please.
All right. So we have 725-205-9001. I repeat. There you go. I got you. 725-205-9001.
There we go, ladies and gentlemen. Tune in. We're gonna share this live right now, man. We just getting all the live shared. We getting all the let me write a message. Whoa, we getting all the socials hyped and ready to go for this episode of Dope Hangouts today, because it's gonna be a doozy, man.
Yeah,
it's gonna be a doozy. Let's start off talking about cancel culture, bro.
It's political now.
Mm-hmm.
It's a very big movement that developed over time, and it was bound to happen. Based on how advanced social media has gotten over the years.
Mm-hmm.
So there was bound to happen to have a mob that's going to vote you out,
Mm-hmm.
And nowadays it's like we were talking about censorship in the past, and then it's just funny how we are providing that censorship. We are having that control to where, it could stop you financially. So a lot of companies do put that into the thought to whether if they're going to continue this belief for their company's image, or if they're going to send out apology letters, or what statements can they make to change their actions or their words towards a community. Cancel culture is there. So it's very political.
Yeah.
It's very, very political. So I see why this topic is very, very big today.
Man.
It's crazy.
Man.
I personally think, cancel culture is like a sense of like projection. You know what I'm saying?
Yeah.
Like people are projecting themselves onto others, you know, and it's out of spite when, you know, their shit isn't clean either. You know what I'm saying?
You said it, man. They don't look at themselves first before trying to take somebody down.
But let's run in a mob and, you know, I feel like a lot of people are not able to communicate certain things because I feel like when you can communicate, you know, good with a person, whether y'all agree or disagree, I feel like you can always come to a compromise somewhere.
You could. And in the sense where like you said, it gets very political.
Yeah.
But it gets political and like heavy onto the point like this person needs to lose everything. Because of something that they wrote or said or I was gonna say did, but if you did something bad, yeah, you're a wrong person. But something that they wrote or said, you know, years ago, even last year, you know, people find tweets, people find pictures, people find things just that were done out of immature jokes, and they want people to be held accountable, which is great, but they also want to just strip them of everything and take them away, take things away from people, you know, and to the point where it just gets as like a joke where everyone jumps on the bandwagon and says, aha, let's take this person down. I don't really know exactly what's going on. I just saw a tweet. Aha, let's take them down. Yeah. And they lost everything.
It's crazy, man.
Yeah.
It's crazy.
Yeah, man. You know, I've always said that cancel culture can be used for good. It has been used for good. Taking down the wrong people, taking down evil people, you know? And now it just turned into a thing where some evil people get on the other side of it and just want to tear down people. We saw what happened, which is why Dave Chappelle is talking about the baby after it's been 2 months. It's been about 2 months.
It's been about a couple months,
It's about 2 months now. And the baby who was on stage just saying, you know, ignorant things, Rolling Loud.
It was a Rolling Loud event.
Yeah, you know, saying ignorant things, talking about women's vaginas being clean, smell like water, all the way to if you ain't suck a dick in the parking lot, you know, put a lighter in the air. You know, he must have. when I first heard that clip, I knew people wanted to make it seem as, but when I honestly heard it, I ain't gonna lie, I thought he was talking about dick riders. I thought he was about to talk about dick riders, like people in the parking lot. Yo, this is my thing. Oh man, let me roll with you. Let me come with you. Let me know X, Y, Z. I don't know if he really did see somebody getting head, like another man getting head to giving head or receiving head from another man in the parking lot. Like, why are you watching that in the parking lot to make a comment on it? You know what I'm saying? Like, and that put him under heat, under big heat, to where, you know, he had to make apologies that he didn't want to make at first because he was just like, yo, this is just who I am. I say crazy shit. And to where the LGBTQ community is on his head and sponsors got taken, show opportunities got removed. And because they're like, yo, we support the gay community. And what you said can't fly because we support the gay community. And, and we got to cater to the gay community. So,
you know, and I just felt like there's a million things you could say, and he chose to just say that. So it's like, you know, it's like it's a time and place for everything, you know.
Yeah,
so
there is.
I was like, if you got the crowd, like kind of, you know, you got the crowd's attention, you got this crowd control right now. Like you could have said a powerful speech, like something. I guess it was powerful in that way or memorable, but like, bro, like,
it was powerful in the wrong way.
Yeah, you know, you could have talked about a million other things. So you know, I mean, it happens.
It does. But yeah, man. Hey, just real quick. Real quick. Like I said, it's a lot to dive into here.
Man.
Let's start off with the headline. CBS News headline. We all know what happened. Dave Chappelle had a Netflix special, The Closer, made some remarks about the trans community. I think he said, you know what? I'm not going to say I think he said because we have a clip, but I want to get into this headline. CBS News, Netflix keeping Dave Chappelle's special up despite controversy over his remarks about the trans community. They wanted Netflix to take it down, to take The Closer down.
Yeah.
And Netflix CEO said, nah, ain't happening.
And they have every right to not take it down. Like,
and we know Dave Chappelle has talked about these things in his past specials. Yep. In his past 2 or 3 specials. He had about 2 or 3 within the past year and a half. I think so. He's brought these things up.
Yeah, plenty of times. Like, they knew what to expect. That's why everybody tuned in on this episode. They know Dave Chappelle, and everybody want to hear his thoughts. Like, they want to hear him speak. So obviously, Netflix know that's where the money is coming from, good or bad publicity, whatever. They're like, no, we're not going to take this down. And I also look at it in this way too. It's like, his last episodes, like you mentioned, like, he was already doing this, so where was the protest? Where was all the, where was it all then or whatever? You know what I'm saying?
Yeah.
Like, y'all knew what to expect when y'all gave him the opportunity, the platform to do that. Like, come on. Like,
damn right. Now, Kariga, we have to ask the question, like, is this whole uproar really about standing up for the gay community, in a way that, like, another comedian should never ever make jokes about the trans gay community? Or is this an uproar about, dare I say, overreaction? Dare I say, comedians are not allowed to make jokes. It's not safe to ever make the lightest jokes about the trans gay community because what they have been through. I understand. But also, too, is it just abuse of power? Abuse of cancel culture, because we said he's done this before. It's
a complex. It's very, very complex, and I don't have the answer for that. But my response is it's a situation where you have some of the LGBTQ community that are like, no, Dave Chappelle, his comedy wasn't transphobic. You have the other side that's saying, well, I perceived it this way. Yeah. So it's like, you're not going to change nobody's thoughts or how they feel because of personal experiences. Yeah. We don't know what a person may have experienced for them to say, hey, that joke right there kind of hit a core in me that I feel like it was very offensive. I don't feel like this should be broadcasted. So, and then you have the other side where it's like, they may not experience it in a severe way or look at it that big of a deal. So I feel like it's just very complex as to what the purpose is. Like, why do y'all want it taken down when there's been multiple? Yeah. Now this is outside of Dave Chappelle too. Okay, there is multiple other movies, independent films that are on Netflix that cross boundaries just twice, 3 times as much as what he did.
It does.
And it's like, we're focusing on just this aspect. So I think it's just more so. A complex. It's just a complex issue, man. Honestly, people are perceiving this differently, and I can't speak on it because I'm not a transgender. Yeah. So I can't speak on the struggles of a transgender person. Yeah. You know what I'm saying?
Oh, damn right. Damn right. I like the way you said that too. Yeah. Perception wise, like it could hurt. It could hurt this section of the LGBTQ, but the other ones, they're like, that was a joke. Dave Chappelle's pretty funny. In reality, I understand that, but I chose, my body says that I'm a man or a woman, right. Or what is the other one? Like type Z or some shit. Like they're like what is it? Pansexual.
Oh yeah.
Pansexual, they like fluid, you know what I'm saying? Sometimes they're boys, sometimes they're girls. So,
and just because one side of the community take light of they take light of this situation, it still doesn't give people who don't understand that struggle a right to gaslight or minimize it. You know what I'm saying? Like,
damn right.
Like, don't get me wrong. Like, I seen the memes. I'm like, okay, some memes you could tell it comes from a comedic place, and then you see some memes where you're like, okay, this is coming from some hatred here. Obviously, And once again, it's like I said earlier. I say the community has now grown and it's more out there than it was ever earlier centuries. And it's like people are becoming more open now, more emotionally open, which is a good thing. But now it's becoming political. Yeah, you know what I'm saying? Like, you got CNN. NBC, ABC, all these CBS, all of these platforms talking about it, and it's like, damn. Like, it's political now, and it's very complex. So it's like, to be mindful of what you say. That should be secondhand nature right there. Like, you shouldn't be in front of a bunch of people trying to put a lot of people down and stuff. Yeah. And I don't think Dave Chappelle really came from an ill place in it in some parts, because I felt like in his stand up there was a lot of correlation. Yeah, you know what I'm saying? There's a lot of correlating, like, between the struggles of the Black community and then how that gets minimized and then compared to the LGBTQ community.
Yeah.
So like I said, man, it's just, to me, I felt like it was just perspective.
Mm-hmm.
I don't think it should be taken down. I think it's perspective. Mm-hmm. And then it's up to you to support it from then on out. You know?
It is. It is, and that's very true. You know what I'm saying? Like the perspective. And then you touched on something important that I didn't bring up. People are just, people are still just now coming out of the closet, quote unquote, be like, yo, all of the time I've been homosexual, or I think I'm a man. I think I'm really like a man. And I want to watch the clip. Let's hear the clip. Let's hear the clip. So this is, this was found from YouTube Controversy Radio channel, and it's a 4-minute clip. I don't know everything that he chose to re-record of this clip because, to be honest, that's why I said I don't want to be on either side of this because I haven't seen the closer yet. I haven't had time to watch it.
Oh, okay.
I haven't seen the closer. I just seen these highlights. It's good.
That's what I'm saying. Yeah.
Okay. Then that's gonna be on my agenda for the weekend. Then I gotta watch it. But I would love for you guys to chime in. Like I said, for people just tuning into the live right now, you just got on your lunch break, you just tapped in on Facebook, Instagram. Hit that like button, hit that share button, share it with about 1 to 10 of your friends, okay, on Facebook. Follow Room Service Media, hit that like button. And we are about to jump into Dave Chappelle's The Closer. Gender is a Fact bit, and see really what we got to uncover here. Please, while you're listening, save this number. Call in 725-205-9001. Once again, 725-205-9001. We want to get you to chime in your 2 cents on what you really think. You can stay anonymous too if you want to.
Yeah.
What you really think, how you really feel about the Dave Chappelle bit, and what you think he's trying to say, the message that should get across. And let's stay positive, y'all. No hate. I don't want no hatred in this.
Yeah, let's not bring that hatred.
I got queer and trans friends, so shout out to them. Let's go. All right, we're going playing it straight from the phone. Yeah, how is it plugging in? I'm sorry, not plugging in. Oh, Soul Bunny tried calling, so I'm sending everybody
cool.
to live, and they're laughing at me saying that they would tune in or they're at work. There's a cable here that we're plugged in, but if we're not getting the right audio, I got another cable on the side here because I plugged into the phone to YouTube. I heard it. Yeah. How's it sound on your end, Mike? Oh, okay. Yeah. Okay. We were. hey, real quick shout out to Mike. Mike stepping in for us today. Hold the board down. Love doing her thing. Loves getting vacation or something like that. Getting a much needed break. So if you guys on the live as well, let me know if you can hear this. Do you mind pulling up the live trigger, either Facebook, Instagram? If you guys can hear this well, let us know. So we're playing it from the YouTube channel right now.
Talking about us, and they don't listen. Very annoying. And they've canceled people that are more powerful than me.
Are you able to turn the audio up on your side just a bit? I'm at max volume, Mike.
Harry Potter books by herself.
Okay.
She sold so many books, the Bible worries about her.
I should have sent this clip in.
And they canceled
and we should have checked it on this side beforehand. I don't want to step out of frame and be messing with stuff.
And then the trans community got mad as shit. They started calling her a TERF.
How does it sound on live?
What the fuck that was.
Oh, okay.
But I know
got it.
Trans people make up words to win arguments. So I looked it up. TERF is an acronym. Stands for Trans Exclusionary Radical Feminists. This is a real thing. This is a group of women. They don't hate transgender women, but they look at trans women the way we blacks might look at blackface. It offends them. Like, ooh, this bitch is doing an impression of me. I'm Team TERF. I agree, man. Gender is a fact. You have to look at it from a woman's perspective. Look at it like this. Caitlyn Jenner, whom I've met, wonderful person. Caitlyn Jenner was voted Woman of the Year her first year as a woman. Ain't that something? Beat every bitch in Detroit. She's better than all of you. Never even had a period. Ain't that something? Oh, I'd be mad as shit if I was a woman. I'd be mad if I was me. If I was in a BET Awards sitting there and they're like, and the winner for Nigger of the Year, Eminem, my man. Gender is a fact. This is a fact. Every human being in this room, every human being on earth had to pass through the legs of a woman to be on earth. That is a fact. Now, I am not saying that to say that trans women aren't women. I am just saying
it was this
that
part.
Those pussies that they got. You know what I mean? I'm not saying it's not pussy, but that's like beyond pussy or impossible pussy. You know what I mean? It tastes like pussy, but that's not quite what it is it? It's not blood, that's beet juice. Oh, buddy, I'm in trouble now.
Yo, Taylor, I'm really happy for you. I'm gonna let you finish.
What's this?
Controversy Radio.
Hey, shout out to Controversy Radio. So that last bit was the highlight
Yeah.
that everyone was going in on. But 1 second, because we got a friend of mine that said that they were gonna call. She said I tried calling in. Let's see if we can get her on the line. This is Soul Bunny. This is Nikki, aka Soul Bunny. Let's see if she can call. But in the meantime, yeah, that highlighted clip. He said, "I'm not saying it's not. It's not saying it's not." But he's like beyond. Okay, well.
I mean, what's your thoughts on it on that little segment right there? What you think?
Because answer me this question: Did this trans joke follow up from him talking about the baby topic? The baby. Did this come in right after he talked about the baby, or he kind of did some bits in between and then?
Oh yeah, definitely bits in between.
Okay, yeah. So, I feel like that highlighted part because he talks about Caitlyn Jenner as well. And yeah, that was a little rough. That was Dave's old man perspective coming out. He's old man. He obviously he believes that men should be men, women should be women, and this whole thing where gender is not in fact a fact, he doesn't respect. But that whole bit where he said that them pussies they have it's like beyond pussy. That was funny. That was actually funny. Mike, let us know if you seeing a call come through. I got somebody saying that they couldn't get a ring in. Maybe did I put the phone number wrong? Let's see. Hey, we have another phone number. Let's see here. So we got 725, ladies and gentlemen, call in 205. Let's do 702 758 3672. All right, ladies and gentlemen, call 702-758-3672. You should get through the line better because you may be on a hold where it won't even let you ring in as well. So we're gonna see if Nikki can come through. And she said, I didn't give the wrong number. There's two numbers, Nikki. Two numbers, Soul Bunny. Anyway, I thought as a comedian, it was a funny joke that he made a funny joke because like the Impossible Burger, that was kind of funny. But that's what I could see. My thoughts are that he is one of those old dudes where he doesn't respect the gender is not a fact.
Yeah.
Question.
Oh, let's go.
To accept, press 1.
All right, so we.
Voicemail.
All right.
2.
That's funny.
Went
To
to.
accept, press
Coming to the voicemail. Well, go ahead, Cricket. Give your thoughts on that before we get Soul Bunny on the line here. Because she is my queer friend, and I can't wait to hear what she has to say. I really want to know.
So I was just gonna go off of that gender is a fact topic. I know, like, if I'm wrong, please correct me on this, but I think sex and gender, like, for sure have a differential between the two. Like, sex is like, the biological aspect of it, as for gender is more so like the identity, and we're in a time where everybody identifies with whatever they want to identify with as, so for him to say that's a fact, that's kind of controversial. I found that more controversial than that Beyond joke, because it's like, how can you say that somebody who they identify as a fact? Yeah. If you're looking at it from the biological aspect, you're talking about sex. You know what I'm saying? Yeah. So I don't know if I'm wrong. If my definitions about sex and gender is wrong, let me know. But from my memory, that's what I think. So the gender is a fact thing. I can see that starting a controversy. Yeah. I see that, like, it's the little political statements. You feel me? That's gonna start the controversy. That's what's gonna, because we have, I want to ask you. That joke is like, we heard worse. You know what I'm saying? So I'm like, yeah. So what do you feel? What do you feel about, like, people saying that, like, hey, I was gay ever since I was 2 years old? You're a baby. It's on the parents. I'm gonna be 100 times 3. It's on the parents, man. Educate your kids, and also be mindful that they are kids. So watch how you mold them too. You know what I'm saying? So it's like, just teach your kid to be a kid first. Just teach your child to be a child. Embrace their childhood. And those answers will slowly come to them in a clearer light. And I'm just going to speak from a therapist perspective, is that there's a development cycle in different age periods. So it's like, it's a different cognitive development. So remind you of that too. So just, at the end of the day, just let your child be a child. Yeah. Yeah. Looks like
from.
Okay, looks like we got Nikki. Thank you, Kariga, for that.
Sir. Yes, sir, man.
Appreciate that.
Press 2.
Yeah.
All right, so we got Soul Bunny trying to come through. Let's see if she can get it.
Press 2.
Yeah, press 2. Press 1.
Okay. I sent the caller.
Hey, hello, Nikki.
At any time, you may press star.
Soul Bunny.
Your caller just hung up. Goodbye.
Whoa. It said caller just hung up. All right, we gotta troubleshoot that and test that. I'm gonna tell her I heard you pressing buttons.
What's the button that that she had to press? Or?
It was like press 1 or press 2. You didn't hear that?
Oh, I heard I heard 1.
Okay, I'm gonna say maybe she could voice message it. I'm gonna say voice message your opinion. We can hear it live. So yeah, man. Like this is why doing this episode I knew it was gonna be difficult, because we don't want to say that we don't want to say the wrong things. We want to get some knowledge.
Yeah, it is not so much knowledge. It's not so much wanting not to say the wrong things. Or it's more so of just having that it's having a understanding of the difference of people. Like, people have differences. It's just an understanding.
Yeah, it differences.
You can still believe how you believe and still live your life how you want to live your life, but it's just coming to an understanding. Like, okay, I can empathize with you in that area. Like, that's deep. Thanks for teaching me something. It's a teaching moment. It's not so much I need to watch what I say. It's like, no, it's a teaching moment.
True. Yeah. We're on here for a teaching moment. You know what I'm saying?
That's it.
Yeah. Not on for a teaching moment.
Caller should be on.
Okay, let's go.
Soul Bunny.
I'm here.
Yes.
Well,
all right, ladies and gentlemen, let me introduce you. Ladies and gentlemen, I've got an artist friend of mine who was supposed to be on Dope Hangouts a long time ago, but she's out here doing her social justice work, traveling and at proper protests and speaking her mind, and an amazing water paint artist. You can buy her art. Her Instagram is at Soul Bunny, BUNNI. We got Nikki on the line, who is a Black queer activist. So how are you doing today? Thank you for joining the Dope Hangouts.
Thank you for joining.
Thank you, Simone. I am doing amazing. But putting aside that, let's get straight to it.
All right, straight. What are your thoughts on the highlighted comments he made during his stand-up?
well, I didn't waste my damn time. You can watch it, but because it's so straightforward. Because the way I see it is, he's no different. One, he's a hotep. Let's start there. He's a hotep. Two, it's just like, it's equivalent to like white women that choose to say like, well, I'm oppressed, but while not seeing the intersectionality on other people where their hierarchy is. And it's just like, it's just a dance nigga. This is what he is. He's dense. And honestly, it wasn't funny. And it's equivalent to like someone saying, I have a black friend, so I can say this or make this stupid ass joke. And it wasn't funny. No one, like, the only people who laugh are people that want to reinforce those negative stereotypes. And those, not even just negative, but like those, to reinforce their animosity or the negativity or their hate for queer and trans folks. So it's just a nigga with a platform that's talking about shit he shouldn't be. To me, it's just like equivalent to like, I see a lot of black men acting like white women that want to pretend like they're the only marginalized group of people. So that's pretty much it. Like, there's nothing really else to say but disappointment, and literally he's giving very much white feminist vibes.
I see, white feminist vibes. And you think that his you said he has no right talking about it. Is it because his platform is so big he has no right talking about it, or it's because do you think that he's never had a trans or gay friend or anything like that, like never understood the culture?
Well, when you have that big of a platform, putting out that type of misinformation while you're not well read, you're not educated, you just don't know shit, it just becomes harmful. And it's just very clear to me. It's like always the niggas with the platforms that don't know shit be saying the most, stake at the table the most, and that's really it. It's just no different than a white person that don't know about racism. They don't know about like the ABCs of racism for black women, and something like they could say the most while they have a platform. And it's honestly like he's, like the cancel culture bullshit isn't real, especially not for black men. Black men don't get canceled. The only one that got canceled was Michelle Lay, the person that's supposed to sing for Trump in 2016, and where she's at, fucking canceled. It's only the most marginalized that don't have that financial backing to be able to be genuinely canceled. It's not black men like Kevin Hart and Dave Chappelle and all these whining white men, and just a lot of mostly men are crying about it that literally are still getting paid, still getting their money to go to spew their bullshit. So I feel like people shouldn't speak until they feel confident in what they're saying and not just blindly being idiotic in their stupidity and just thinking, well, I have freedom of speech. Well, you don't have freedom of consequence. And all we want is accountability. And honestly, I don't really care. I just, people are just going to say it as it is. Like, I don't even care to hold him to it. I'm just going to say it.
Yeah.
He sounds like very much like a white woman.
Yeah.
That doesn't know intersectionality. So he needs to calm down. The more money he gets, the older he gets, the more dumb he gets. Is what people are seeing. We're not dealing with like 2010 Dave Chappelle. We're dealing with someone that's out of touch. And I don't want to take too much time, but I think I've pretty much said what everyone else felt.
Yeah, no. We thank you for your input.
Yeah, thank you for your perspective.
To rebuttal?
No, I don't have a rebuttal, but I just want to ask a question. Like, what were your thoughts on that part of the segment where he said gender is a fact?
Well, one, that's wrong because gender is a social construct.
Okay,
because what's a fact is sex. Yeah. Sex is a fact, but gender isn't. Gender are like, it's a society role that people choose to take on, and it's not a binary. So this is the whole premise of saying gender isn't sex. So within that itself is fucking ignorant. Okay, like no one's over here debating
gender is a
what
sex.
Sex is a fact. So that's just like,
I knew that, but
this is him not
putting
even
in these
knowing
terms.
how to even use the right terminology.
Yeah.
No, thank you for that, because I just wanted to get a perspective on it, because that's one of the most it was one out of multiple that he had made controversial statements that was brought to light. And we had scientists come out on Twitter to kind of speak about that too, and amongst other people that are also part of the community and supporting the community.
There's no science on gender, though. There's only science on sex. So at the end of the day, because gender at the end of the, these are just society roles that people feel they fill in, whether you want to live in society based off their binaries of gender. So at the end of the day, like if he said sex, he'd be correct.
Right,
Yeah.
right.
Say that, and it's just ignorant. So it's
Right.
like, that's why it was so controversial, because he was loud and wrong. Loud and
Wow.
wrong, nigga. That's it. That's all.
No,
Loud
thank
nigga
you,
was-
thank you.
Yeah, thank you. And then last but not least, last question, because we all know what it boils down to. Dave Chappelle is old man mentality, and you called him a white feminist. He's old man mentality, where he doesn't respect. Obviously, he said it to us. Yeah, that he doesn't respect the ideals and ideas of like sex and people choosing to decide like, hey, I've always been a man, I've always been a woman. But how do you feel about like Netflix standing beside him when maybe if it were any other artist, any other person, they would have taken the show down right away? How do you feel about Netflix CEO standing beside him because it's Dave Chappelle? What does that say about the CEO?
Well,
He's white.
in their mind, they feel like in their best
You have to
interest,
put
they
that out
make
there.
more money off of backing Dave Chappelle.
There you go.
And just seeing us as just like crybaby, like queer folks or whatnot. They're just
Yeah, those
and maybe
streams.
Technically, lining the paper, they're probably right. They probably would make more money keeping Dave Chappelle on and backing him than siding with the people that are criticizing him. And that's the end of the day. That's what accountability is. Accountability culture. We're like the minorities. Like, we don't have power. Like, we can't cancel fuckers. We can't take away their money. They're lying back. Like, at the end of the day, like, Netflix priority is money. Like, it's a white-owned corporation business. Like, at the end of the day, like, they're all about money. And they make more money putting out that ignorance and causing this controversy and letting this build up. Because it's getting them clicks and views, and they're having a whole ass dialogue. Hence, us here right now. I'm hearing a lot of hotep talking points. At the end of the day, he's just a hotep. And just like Angela Davis said, I don't want community with all black people.
I hear that. Hey, ladies and gentlemen, that was so funny. I thank you so much for giving your perspective, especially being queer. Like we really wanted to get that 2 cents in there, and I'm so glad you tapped in. I appreciate you for supporting and giving your 2 cents on it. Thank you so much.
Yes, thank you.
No problem. Thank you.
All right, have a good day. I'll text you later. All right, ladies and gentlemen, we got that there, and I think that we have also too one more caller on the line. I got my homie Manny De La Grim is trying to get through on the line. Just let us know when he's available, Mike. So I was hoping everyone heard that audio well. It was, to be honest, it was a little low for me, but that's okay. If you're listening to it live, I'm gonna repost this on my YouTube channel, and I'm gonna do the editing where I add some subtitles in there so we can hear it. We got Manny coming through. I hear the phone buzzing. We got Manny coming through. De La Grim.
You giving up my government and my social?
Well, hey, we got to put you out here, man. Hey, check this out. His name is not Manny. After I said that you could be anonymous. But hey, this is something that this man, I'm not gonna say much more about him, but that this man, if you ever come cross paths with him, yeah, he'll definitely tell you what he's feeling on his mind, because he definitely gets into those conversations. And since my man was be anonymous, go ahead and say your 2 cents on this Dave Chappelle bit, and also how you feel about Netflix CEO standing with him and not taking down the show, no matter how much of an uproar it causes on his gender is a fact bit.
Okay. Let me start off by saying, look, you two are rappers, right? Both of y'all rap.
Yep.
I know y'all.
Yeah, yes, sir.
I watched that entire special, the latest one.
Mm-hmm.
What is it called?
The Closer?
Last what?
The Closer?
Closer.
Mm-hmm.
I watched The Closer, and the way he was dropping punchlines, the way, like, the delivery, the art of him being a comedian on that stage during that special, it felt like a rap song, because, bro, there was bars, like literal bars in that fucking special. Now, if people are laughing and some people are, getting their feelings hurt, then cool. Like, a comedian is doing his job.
Yes.
Every
Yeah.
joke is to make everyone want to laugh. Not everything is supposed to be inclusive.
Amen.
All these new fucking words that are being brought up, like safe space, all of that shit is marketing, bro. They ain't nothing more than marketing, because
Real talk.
you could cancel someone on Twitter, but in real life, they probably still getting paid.
100%.
And when it comes down to like, first off, let's address that. Can I cuss on here?
Yeah,
Hell
man.
yeah.
Raw and uncut.
Okay. First off, let's address that bitch that was threatening Netflix to cancel that Dave Chappelle shit, or she's not gonna air her shit. First off, this is a white trans woman writing a show about Black college experience.
Speak about it.
You are appropriating a whole experience, a whole cultural experience from HBCUs, and you fucking grifting off of it because words like trans woman, cis, and all these new fucking, bro, it's literally marketing, and this bitch doing a bad job at it. If my other big thing is, why are they threatening to cancel Dave Chappelle now? When he was making fun of Black
Yeah, that's what we had said. He's had a couple specials where he spoke on this. He said out loud he don't respect the gender.
Yeah, De La Graham, you speaking facts on that.
When he said, "Look, I love Asian people, I love Black people,"
Mm-hmm.
but I couldn't help but think when a Black person attacked that Asian man,
Mm-hmm.
that's what's going on in my body,
Mm-hmm.
bro. I was like, wow, like that was amazing. Offensive, but I like offensive. That's just who I am. I like.
Yeah.
I hear that. A little bit of dark humor.
Yeah, dark humor is fun, bro, because life's like, all these people that are like trying to make shit too serious are fucking miserable, and they need to get a grip.
Wow.
Because when all this social media shit, when all this shit is all said and done and gone, these people have no value or worth to themselves because they were too busy fucking judging other people.
Wow.
Like,
It's powerful.
So with that being said, I like how you brought up dark humor.
Yeah.
We didn't touch on that. Yeah, dark humor. Like you said, comedian's doing his job. He's dropping bars. That's why I asked, hey, did he bring this up right after the baby thing, or has some punchlines in between? And Dave Chappelle does dark humor. He's been known for dark humor, even about cops being racist to him. So do you think at this critical point in time, 2019 to 2021, where it's escalated, do you think that the LGBTQ cancel culture, let me take that back, not LGBTQ, no, not them. Cancel culture is just being abusive with their power and toxic?
yes, bro, it's a fucking gang, just like anything else political.
It's just political.
It's a big ass gang. You ain't part of that gang if you're a cisgender male, if you're a fucking black man, if you're a white man, whatever fucking man you are, you're pretty much on the verge of being canceled already because the quote unquote misogyny and bro, like cancel fucking student debt.
I heard that somewhere. Cancel the student debt since they want to. Yeah, cancel culture. Do some good work.
Where
Cancel
you
culture,
at, Sally Mae?
Yeah, cancel culture used to be positive, and you know what? I'm glad you got to answer that, because that's a conversation that we're having. You know what? Where is the boundary line? Where is crossing over to just being toxic and just trying to ruin somebody's life because of their job that they have to do, or just being progressive with it? And we know
it ain't progressive. It ain't progressive, bro.
I said fake progressive.
If you are a white liberal, you feel guilty, and your guilt is leading you to cause and destroy other people's lives without realizing it.
Wow.
All this gun control shit, people don't fucking realize how many like men around the country in poverty-stricken areas need a weapon on them. But it's gonna be white women out in the streets screaming gun violence. Take the guns away. And you're gonna have bro, it's so much bullshit. Like, white women don't gotta worry about protection. They're the ones screaming, I feel unsafe.
Well, I shouldn't say. I'm just.
So I look
listening.
at cancel culture as literally an excuse.
Yeah. We could cancel the wrong things and it hinder us.
Yeah.
I'm not saying that's gun control. I'm not saying that's anything. I'm just saying that I agree with what you're saying with cancel culture, how it can be toxic at some points.
At some point, at all points.
Wow. Yeah, bro. Hey, man, I appreciate your 2 cents, man. I appreciate it. And don't worry, in post we're gonna cut the name out if you want to stay anonymous.
Before I go though, one last thing about cancel culture.
Don't say. What are you saying?
Donald Trump Twitter was canceled, right?
Oh, okay. I thought you were gonna say something else. All right. Yeah.
But the leader of ISIS and Al Qaeda and all these motherfuckers that are really killing people, they got a Twitter.
I hear you.
The Taliban got a Twitter. They do, and they're active on there.
Mm-hmm.
They're very active, and
They have
target
guidelines
people.
to follow too.
Huh?
They have guidelines to follow.
Yeah.
He's bringing the hoes over from Europe to come marry them and live in their camps and shit off Twitter.
Yeah.
Man.
Yeah. You're right about that. You know what I'm saying? It is our attention put on the wrong things on purpose, huh?
I think it's the power of the media, man. It's the power of the media. Everybody's shifting their focus on this.
Yeah.
Dave Chappelle special, right?
Yeah, bro. Like, if you're a white liberal, I really don't trust you already because Malcolm X told me not to.
Yeah, man. Hey, I appreciate that greatly, man. Thank you for calling into the Dope Hangout show and giving your perspective on that. I love that. We had, people on 2 sides of the spectrum.
Yeah, exactly.
And that's what we're here for.
Exactly.
Thank you so much for your call.
Appreciate you, De La Grun.
Deuces. But wow.
We have 2 different perspectives, y'all.
Yeah.
Y'all see that? You see what I'm saying? So it's like at the end of the day, it's just it comes down to it's a very complex issue. It's always going to be talked about, and it goes back to what I was saying. It's a political thing now.
Yes.
You know, the cancel culture, the LGBTQ. Just as much as Black Lives Matter, Asian Lives Matter, these movements are political. So when it's such a big political statement on the media for everybody to see daily throughout the day, it's going to be talked about, whether it's in comedy, music, a person that want to get on the stage in front of millions and make his little it's always going to create a topic of discussion.
Yeah.
And not everybody have to agree. But we can't agree to disagree.
We can,
but not everybody have to agree. So it's like we do appreciate both of y'all perspective because both of y'all have some valid points behind y'all statements, and I feel like at the end of the day, like it goes back to like, should we cancel Dave Chappelle, or is it what this supposed to bring, a discussion?
Yeah.
You know what I'm saying? I don't think he should be taken off of Netflix. I think it raises a great discussion. I think it raises a great discussion.
Mm-hmm. And that's why I wanted you on this segment, because you could look at it from another perspective as well and really absorb what those 2 had to say.
Mm-hmm.
I was following up that, man. It was very well said. I believe that basically just what the Spectrum said. Listen, like Dave Chappelle has never been put in that situation. He's never had to really feel like he was a woman. He's never really had to feel
it's
like,
true.
Hey, I know somebody that's really, really close to me that just flipped their whole lifestyle and they've become pansexual or whatever. And then there's the other spectrum of where, it's just his doing his job, making dark humor. And, this whole uproar about just a 4-minute bit could potentially be all for the wrong reasons, potentially.
Of course, it's like, but, what he's saying is kind of no different than like a white male comedian, which have happened multiple times.
Mm-hmm.
A white male comedian making racist jokes about slavery.
Yeah,
it's synonymous in that type of impact that it has. Like his statements may have that same impact on people in the trans community as much as if we hear a white man making slavery jokes, we like, what the fuck? Like, tripping, bro.
Get off stage, I'm gonna knock you out.
Tripping, bro. Like, we wait for you outside of the club, bro. So it's like I said, man. But we don't see those comedians getting canceled. Yeah. That's where I'm going with this. It's like I don't see them getting canceled for those statements. Yeah. So it's like, Dave Chappelle may be ignorant in some of the aspects of his, and then there was times where he showed empathy to Daphne, one of his friends that committed suicide.
Wow.
But she was also of the trans community, and
Wow.
you know,
I
he
didn't
said
know that.
he learned from her, but you know, they were okay with his jokes, etc., etc., etc. But that just goes to show, like, you're gonna have people that's gonna agree with the discourse or disagree, and every time we disagree with something, we don't necessarily have to take it down.
Yeah.
You know what I'm saying? Like,
Yeah.
if that's the case, then nobody needs social media, because you're going to be offended every time. Every time. Dave Chappelle, there's people that have that have said way worse than what Dave Chappelle has said.
For real.
You know, so I'm saying, I'm like, you know, social media is going to have nothing but people, us, with perspectives and feelings about things, alongside with our own experience traumas. And we're going to have that manifest in our walks in life. So everybody's going to live their life the way they live it. People going to have their beliefs about things. And I don't feel like we need to put somebody down to bring somebody up.
Yeah.
It's just a common ground, y'all. Like, you know, if you think it's funny, it's cool. I thought some shit was funny, you know?
And those who have watched Dave Chappelle, I mean,
Y'all should know.
I mean, yeah. Y'all should know. Even saying if you got if you are, you know, LGBTQ, if you got a trans friend, but you've been a fan of Dave Chappelle, I mean, why is it just now clicking Steven?
That's De La Grande said it, man. He said it.
But listen, like, I guess the conclusion is that there's no conclusion. We need to ask ourselves this question. Leave your question and leave your answers in the comments, please. Here's a question now. Mainstream media puts in front of us what they want us to absorb. Recently, it has been this Dave Chappelle bit, but Dave Chappelle had this controversy 2 specials ago, and then also 2, we've got. And we've got people who need to know, hey, if you don't want to consume this media, if you're not happy about this, turn it off.
Got to turn it off.
Also, too, we got this. Listen, is Dave Chappelle, I mean, we know Dave Chappelle is this man stuck in his ways who will not change. When you get to a certain age in life, you are stuck in your ways and you will not change. Can we blame you for that? Can we totally cancel you for that? Can we strip away all your success for that, everything that you've done for that? Can we?
What was our first guest name? What was her name?
Soul Bunny.
Soul Bunny. One thing that I like that she said is that, you know, at the end of the day, you know, when it comes to, how can I say it? You just have to be accountable. That's one thing that I really taken away from what she said, is that you do have to be accountable. So, yeah, we can hold Dave Chappelle accountable for his statements, but should we cancel him? That it's 2 different things. You know what I'm saying? You can hold somebody accountable and they can strive towards accountability, you know, as they progressively, because it's going to be a learning process for him regardless. Yeah. Like, he's going to encounter the public when he wants to go grocery shopping or something. Somebody of the community is going to address him. It's going to be
But you know, he's 50 or something. How old is Dave Chappelle? But he's like stuck in his ways. So if he wanted to, he don't have to, because I'm not saying I don't think he has to. I'm saying that in his mind I know he's thinking I don't got to apologize. But he could apologize. And he's just gonna be still stuck in his ways. Yeah, he's still gonna be an old man stuck in his ways, like, because Soul Bunny did say that he seems like a white feminist. So like,
especially kind of like, so
you know, I guess they're stuck in their ways as well. So, you know, I guess the conclusion is that there is no conclusion here. I'm glad we had a conversation, ladies and gentlemen. News will forget next week. I wonder what the next thing we're going to be pissed off about. Cancel culture going to try to cancel next week. That's why I have this segment. Yeah. So we can air it out now and just slowly let it just trickle off into time and space as we move on throughout the year, man. It's almost Halloween, Thanksgiving, and Christmas. Let's be happy.
Let's turn up.
Let's figure out the next thing that we're gonna trend about next week. Dave Chappelle gonna be making his money. Netflix gonna make their money, and then we're gonna turn right around, and the trans community is gonna still prosper because they have a story to tell, and they're in that position. Not you, me, or whatever. Yeah. I was going to say them, but them is in the position as the LGBTQ community. They're going through something that I've never experienced. Dave Chappelle has never experienced. Yes. So, ladies and gentlemen, that has been our show. Yes, yeah, man. Thank you for tuning into another installment of Dope Motherfucking Hangouts, y'all. As we jump out of here, I want to give a big Big, huge shout out to Burgerlicious. You crave it, we make it. They're open from 9 a.m. to 8 p.m., ladies and gentlemen. And they have amazing lunch, brunch, and dinner for you. They're located at 21044 Bear Valley Road, Apple Valley, California, 92308. Y'all check out Burgerlicious when you got the munchies. Hey. Also, Room Service Radio, Room Service Media has a big event coming up at Mr. Fry's, man. Let me see. This Saturday, October 16th, 1 p.m. to 4 p.m. They're gonna be posted. We're gonna be posted up at Mr. Fry's, man, Las Vegas. It's gonna be a pop up where we just want to go out there, support franchise, and make sure that y'all get some delicious fries with the crab and the shrimp. Y'all get some customized fries with the good ranch and the good seasoning and the good mixes in between.
Thank you.
Yes, sir.
I'm ready for Saturday.
I'm hungry too. You can locate us at 1040 East Flamingo Road, Las Vegas, 89119. Man, Kariga, let the people know where to find you.
And y'all can find me at XCARIGA. The X is silent for Kariga. You can find me on my website, Instagram, TikTok, YouTube. What else we got? What else we got? I know extra.
You got the underlying
TikTok, yes sir.
Underlying
I got Vine. Yeah.
Underlying perceptions.
Yes, underlying perceptions. Please follow the Instagram page as well. Podcast tune in every Thursday from 2:30 to 3:30 p.m. And it's a podcast about mental health and, just addressing like misconceptions, cultural implications such as the topics we have today. And just, speaking about a testimony. Everybody got a testimony. Everybody got a story. And everybody is trying their best to prioritize their mental health in some way, in some form. So please tune in, y'all. Thank you.
Yes. Much appreciated. Much love. Y'all tune in to Kariga's show tomorrow.
Yes.
And hit me up at www.moreofeverythingmedia.com, at MOEX Media on Instagram and Twitter, at FirstPickCEE on Instagram and Twitter. Ladies and gentlemen, Simo
Kariga
signing out. Peace.
Fresh.
Yeah. All right.
Orders ready?
Hello? Where go on? It's not a thing. I meet you at the lineman spot there. That's right. Just now. Pick up. When we fell out, girl, let's pick up. Ain't no rebound. I'm one line away from your body, my side. Girl, let's pick up. When we fell out, girl, let's pick up. Ain't no rebound. I'm one line away from your body, my side. I think shorty the best, but she'll never know, she'll never know. I can't let go of the rest. One thing she gotta know, she gotta know. Even if I never had that, I want it now. Girlfriend's trying to spill the tea, but she don't make a sound. Yeah, she pull up to my new place in my old town. I don't stress about the other nigga, keep it MGTOW. Good love and I princey upon your sex space, great, I mental record ya. You step closer, can't help but touch ya. Don't front now, I might just go miss ya. Don't front now, I don't wanna miss ya. You front now, I might just go diss ya. Want to miss. Pick up. When we fell out, girl, let's pick up. Ain't no rebound. I'm one line away from your body, my side. Girl, let's pick up. When we fell out, girl, let's pick up. Ain't no rebound. I'm one line away from your body, my shawty. Back it out in one flat. Oh, he gotta go, oh, he gotta go. I cut the line, I got net. It's my turn to show, it's my turn to show. Human got that pussy, I could be a Michael B. Be it any way you want it, let me take you overseas. Buy my dreamy soul, catch me crouching out the knee. And girl, I know you're never out in. It's what you need, yeah. When you tell me you all in, ain't no falling now. Shorty bending corners in the band. It ain't all about the money, but that paper green sand, just a decibel to me. And you my investment, buzzing to my fly, honey. Oh, mine's one. Everything you got, yeah. Mine's need. Everything I see, oh, mine's one. Pick up. Everything you got, yeah. Mine's need. Everything I see. Pick up. When we fell out, girl, let's pick up. Ain't no rebound. I'm one line away from your body, my shawty. Girl, let's pick up. When we fell out, girl, let's pick up. Ain't no rebound. I'm one line away from your body, my shawty.